going on, everybody? It's me, Ben. I'm live here on Have At It. This is episode 82. I'm live on YouTube at Ben Cornett 9015. Also on Facebook in the Ben Zone Facebook group. How is everybody doing? How was everybody's weekend? My weekend was pretty busy, a lot of stuff going on. Kind of wanted to do a show last night, but things got in the way. I think we all know, as you can see in the title today, why I'm on here, and I got to say, it was. I know everybody else was very very shocked when the news came out Saturday night, just out of nowhere, that the Lakers and Mavs made a trade, and you know nobody knew about it. At first I think we all thought, nah, this was just you know a somebody hacked Shams, because he's the guy that covers the NBA. It used to be Adrian Wojciechowski, but now it's Shams. I can't remember his last name, but um, I thought, oh, they might have. It was a joke, right? They must have hacked his phone or whatever. But it is not. It is not a joke, and it is official. Um, Probably one of the most shocking trades in NBA history. LUKA Doncic going to the Los Angeles Lakers for Anthony Davis. Um, my thoughts on it, I was just thinking it over the last day or so. Um, ooh, there's a lot to this, and what I, when we found out all the details that went behind this, the Lakers gave up Anthony Davis and Max Christie, but and they gave up one first rounder. Now we're talking about Luca here. We're talking about a guy who's only 25 and he's we don't even know if he's hit his prime yet. Um, but it's amazing to me that the Lakers were only able to give up one first rounder to get him. Right away for me, that was a red flag. I'm like, wait a sec. You don't just trade your franchise player and your player that's gonna, is a generational talent, let's be honest. You don't just trade him away for one first rounder. You gotta, I mean, my God, the Rudy Gobert was traded for four first rounders. That's Rudy Gobert. And the Mavs traded Luca for one first rounder? Wait, what? So I'm like, and then we get the information coming out, possibly, and this is allegedly, that the Mavs were tired of Luca's, let's say work ethic, coming in 30 pounds overweight in training camp, the injuries, stuff like that. And they feel like, because he's going to be he was eligible for the Supermax contract where he could have got paid over around 70 million a year. Well, now he's not going to get that because he got traded to the Lakers. And you have to be with your team your entire career first before you're eligible for the Supermax. I believe that's how it works. So the Mavs, according to a lot of reports, they felt like, okay, we really want to give this guy an extra 100 million a year? And they felt, I guess, in their mind that it's not worth it. Like, they got tired of Luca, the work ethic, they don't know if they could trust Luca, in their hands financially to be that franchise star going forward. So now, as you can see right behind my left shoulder, I am a Lakers fan. How do I feel as a fan from this? perspective? Well, on the bright side, you got a once in a generational talent. And we've seen what LUKA can do, at least offensively. He's gifted. He can shoot the ball. He can create baskets. He just has a unique skill set that very few other players have. You've seen what he did, in Dallas. He got to the NBA Finals. You don't just get to the NBA Finals, you don't just stumble there. And, as a Laker fan, I guess my feeling on this is I have to look at the positives here. Like, okay, he's 25. Anthony Davis is 31. Now, for the Lakers, financially, it gets cheaper for his next contract. Because again, he's not going to get the Supermax deal that he was going to be getting this summer. So you save $100 million if you're the Lakers. Again, that's a positive financially. Now you're going to work with LeBron James. You're going to team with LeBron, who, for a 40-year-old, say all you want about him. He's got a lot of haters, but the guy has a work ethic like no other. He stays in great shape. You can't deny that. But the question now is, can LUKA be that? Can he be around LeBron and LeBron be that guy to get him in shape, whip him into shape? Because here's the thing: defensively, LUKA's not there. He doesn't play defense. And the Lakers, the one guy you did give away, Max Christie, played pretty good defense. So now they got worse defensively. And you got smaller. Oh, and don't forget, on the downside, you got two players that are similar, that have that same kind of skill set. LeBron's more of a passer, but still, they possess a lot of the same skill set. So how's this going to work? All I can say is that for the short term, this helps the Mavericks. Anthony Davis gets to be the number 4 guy. As soon as Derek Lively gets back, he'll play the 5. And I think it's Gafford, the other center for their team. So it takes pressure off AD to not play the 5. He could play the 4, which he's always wanted to do. Even though when he came into the league, that's his natural position, was the 5. The center's the spot. But he doesn't like to play the center position, which I don't get. But be that as it may, AD is now with Kyrie, Klay Thompson, and some young guys, Lively. They got it significantly better short term. But long term, if LUKA can get into shape and do his thing and, help this Lakers team out, then you got a player for the next decade. So, and with the Lakers, we got to realize something. They don't like to rebuild. They like to reload. And I do feel the Lakers, once LeBron leaves, I think, it'll be in LUKA's hands. The franchise will be. But I think they felt like if they didn't make this move, then if LeBron leaves or retires or whatever, then who's going to come to LA? Because the Lakers aren't what they used to be. They're living off reputation. It's like Notre Dame. They're living off reputation, their name. And in the NBA right now, you got the Thunder, the Mavs got better. Houston's getting better. These are young teams, especially OKC. So you have to. The Lakers, I think, had to get this done. They needed their franchise guy for the next decade. and to only give up one first rounder, that's pretty damn good. That's pretty damn good. I got to give Rob Pelinka credit. Yeah, so for the Mavs, they want to win this now. Time is now. They got at least a couple of years with AD. But then again, can you trust Kyrie in the playoffs? I don't. Look what happened last year. He disappeared in the finals. So I don't trust Kyrie as far as I can throw him. But short term for the Mavs with AD now, they won the trade. In the long term, it could be the Lakers. Because LUKA's only 25 and there is time for him to sort of change his attitude and stuff. Let's hope, as a Laker fan, he can do that. So that's my take on it. We do got some comments in the section. I just saw a couple there. It's nice. Let's see. Here's Johnny. Sup, Ben? Hey, Johnny. How's it going, my good friend? Are you going to address the Myles Garrett trade? Sure. I'll do that in a few minutes. If any more comments on here, Will Pick Holloway, thanks for tuning in on Facebook. Sorry, I'm still trying to get the Facebook comments on here. I've got to figure out a way to do that. It's damn StreamYard. And now Kyrie wants out of Dallas. He requested a trade. Ooh, I didn't know that. That must have been recent. Is that really the Will? I don't know. Well, I'll take your word for it for now, for sure. I mean, if that's the case, then ugh. I mean, why would you want to go? You got Anthony Davis, you got Clay. I know he's older, but I don't know. It's Kyrie. That's what I mean. You can't always trust this guy. So, Tampa Bay Rays fan 2008. Thanks for tuning in. How you doing tonight? He says, "Did you catch the Senior Bowl?" I did not. I was really busy this weekend. Tampa Bay Rays fan. I had a lot of stuff going on outside of the studio, last bedroom that I'm in right now. So no, I didn't get a chance to see that. Was it pretty good? I mean, sure it was. Sure it was a lot better than the Pro Bowl, but I'll go to Johnny. He said something about the Myles Garrett trade. Let me address that real quick. And Johnny knows me. We're in the Facebook Messenger comment section, in the DMs. I want him. I think you got to at least make an offer to Cleveland. Myles Garrett is 29, I believe. And he plays at a high level. He's had very few injuries. We need a defensive end badly. Really badly. We haven't had one of those since Jason Pierre-Paul. And I've said this on other shows. Like, come on. I'm not one of those guys that every time I, see the hot thing out on the market, like, you gotta get him. No, I don't do that. For one, we got to trust our GM. Jason Light's done a very good job. Ever since Bruce Arians came in, when he brought him in 2019, they've worked very well together. And Jason Light's gotten just that much better. He's had good drafts as well. Even before that, he had, good drafts. Obviously Mike Evans, Vita Vea, Chris Godwin, Ali Marpet, Donovan Smith. He's had great drafts. So I don't go and be like, oh, we got to get him. No. Yada, yada, yada. I will say, however, I may make an exception on this because, again, we need a pass rush. So if I'm Jason Light, I would at least consider an offer. Talk to Cleveland, see what they want. I'd do it. Why not? I mean, we're at a point now where the Bucks are still a team that can not only win their division, but can compete for a title. I mean, 2 years ago, they went to the, they were 1/4 away, or maybe 2 minutes away from beating Detroit to get to the NFC Championship. So why not? I mean, who knows? We probably should have beaten Washington in the playoffs. Tampa Bay Rays fan, 2008. As for Garrett, depends on what Cleveland is asking for return. I'm sure they're going to ask for a lot. But I will say this. I mean, I think now's a good time to strike where the iron's hot, because I feel like this team is close. They're getting close. Defensive end has been a position they've struggled with. I mean, Joe Tarashianka, he's never been the answer. Hasn't been the answer, never will be. I'm sorry, he's just not. We got to have somebody like that. And if you're worried about the system he plays in, listen, good coaches can figure it out. They can make it work. Myles Garrett, I say try to make it work, because he's one of the few great defensive players in the NFL. And he's not going anywhere with Cleveland. Obviously, that's why he requested a trade. He ain't going. He knows Cleveland's not going anywhere. So guess what? Make the move if you're Jason Light. Try to get an offer. See what Cleveland wants. Work the phones. Because I'll tell you this: teams like Detroit, Washington, New England, that have more money in cap space, they're going to be on the phone. So, and you gotta understand too, how much longer is Levante going to be playing? How much longer? Vita's going to be around for a while, but Vita's going into, I believe it's like 7th or 8th year in the league. And Winfield, I mean, I love the guy, and I'm glad we brought him back, but he didn't stay healthy this year. So I'd go for it. I'd give it a try. Why not? And this would be a good move. This isn't a panic move. But when you got a good team like the Bucks do right now, try it. Let's see what happens. Let's get on the phone, see what Cleveland wants, and we'll go from there. Mike Greenberg's still there. I know they lost Spytek to the Raiders, but see what we can do. See, get a feel for it. Read the room. But we do need a pass rush. And we're picking too low to get a guy like Abdul Carter. So from Penn State. But I'm gonna have to look at the other defensive ends, and a lot of them are products, or products that need to be developed. So I don't think getting a veteran would hurt this team. Like I said, let's give it a try. Go out and get him. Senior Bowl was pretty good. Castro defensive back and wide receiver bet caught my attention. Okay, cool. Tampa Bay Rays fan, Diaby isn't the finished product yet. He has a high ceiling. I agree. But again, he's more of a linebacker. We need to get an edge rusher. That's what we need to get. Don't forget, Philly will make a push for Garrett. Yeah, there could be a lot of teams, Tampa Bay Rays fan, are going to make a push. That's why if you're Jason Light, I mean, give it your best shot. Go after it. Who knows? I mean, you got some advantages. I mean, you get to play next to Villa, Cansey as well. Hell, I mean, as far as off the field, Florida, no state tax. So there are advantages for the, playing in Tampa. So they need inside linebacker badly. Dennis is entrusted to stay healthy. That's true, and it's unfortunate too, because I had some high hopes for Servassier. He's he's got talent, but like you said, can't stay healthy. Mike Greenberg is granted permission to talk to Jaguars. Oh, I don't want to hear that. Got to keep him. Damn Liam Cohen. Diaby and Garrett will be nasty. Oh hell yeah, absolutely. I mean that's what I'm saying. Let's at least give it a shot. You know, if you don't get it, you don't get it. But if you're Jason Light, why not? You know. So, all right. Well, that was my more as far as talking about LUKA AD trade, Royal Rumble, and more, which was the Myles Garrett trade. Thank you, Johnny Dean, for bringing that up. I forgot all about that, so appreciate that. Thanks for looking out. And Hendrickson and Crosby will be trade chips too. Yeah, probably. Crosby, being here in Vegas, I'm hearing that they're going to try and build around Max Crosby, so they might not trade him. Who knows? You know, but you know the Raiders, they got Pete Carroll now. They just hired Chip Kelly, offensive coordinator. So I don't know. We'll see. Blocky Lawless on Facebook. Thanks for tuning in. He says, "What's up, Ben? What's up, Blocky? How you doing tonight?" So the Royal Rumble, I got to say, was pretty good. Was it the best Royal Rumble I ever seen? No, but you know, just to recap, Charlotte Flair won the women's Royal Rumble. I kind of expected that. I mean, you know, I know there's a lot of people that don't like that. You know, it's like, oh, Charlotte again. Well, I get that, but at the same time, I think, you know, from what I've read in the reports, the rumors that Charlotte's getting a big push, you know, and more than likely she's going to challenge Tiffany Stratton for the WWE Women's title at WrestleMania. That'll be her choice. So I think she'll choose Tiffany Stratton. We'll get to the ladder match: Cody Rhodes, WWE champion, going up against Kevin Owens. Cody Rhodes maintains. I think we figured that would happen. I would have liked to see Kevin Owens get the title, but you know they got Cody penciled in probably against John Cena. That's the rumor going around, but we'll see what happens there. But a great match. You know, Kevin Owens has been great. He really has been. I think him and Sami Zayn will fight at Mania. That's my prediction. Cody will probably go up against John Cena. I don't know. We'll see. But it was a great ladder match. It should be the end of that feud between Cody and KO. But it was fun. It was a fun feud to watch for a few months. They did a good job creatively with it. And both guys came out looking great at it. And KO is going to get a good push. You know, especially after that performance. Great, you know, gruesome match. Both guys went hard. You know, left everything out in the ring and on the ladders. So kudos to them. DIY, they retained the tag titles against Motor City Machine Guns. That's fine. You know, Street Profits showed up, so that could be the next challengers for DIY or Motor City Machine Guns or both. So we'll see what happens there going forward. And then the men's Royal Rumble, Jey Uso ending up winning, eliminating Cena. Surprised me. I didn't think they'd go with Jey Uso, but I'm glad they did. There's fans upset about that. Like, why? I mean, Jey Uso is popular right now. He's moving merchandise. He gets probably one of the loudest pops in the building, you know, every week. It makes a lot of sense. And then people are saying, well, you know, but he just fought Gunther. And I get that. But again, Jey Uso's popularity is just sky higher right now. You got to go with the hot hand. And that's what they're doing with Jey Uso. So, you know, and then most likely he's going to choose Gunther at WrestleMania. So, and we could see Jey win the WWE World Heavyweight title. You know, we're probably going to see CM Punk and Seth Rollins at Mania, or Roman Reigns in a triple threat. You know, we're going to see Drew McIntyre against Damian Priest, from what I'm hearing. So it should be good. And real quick, the women's Royal Rumble match, Alexa Bliss returned. Thought she looked great. Roxanne Perez from NXT made it to the final two against Charlotte. I guess that tells you how much WWE thinks about Roxanne. They think very highly of her, put her in that spot. Nikki Bella came back. So yeah, a lot of good stuff going on. And WWE right now, they're doing a great job. We're in WrestleMania season, and Elimination Chambers coming up in March 1st, I believe. So yeah, we're in WrestleMania season. We're heading toward Mania. So overall, again, the Royal Rumble is pretty good for me. I'd give it about an 8 out of 10. There's some good stuff. Maybe some misses as far as the Royal Rumble matches, but overall, pretty good. Christopher Cole says, "Hey Ben, Christopher, thanks for tuning in. How you doing tonight? Thanks for watching." Blocky says Cena wins the chamber match. I could see that. Yeah, and then he'll go up against Cody, possibly at Mania. Blackie also says Charlotte needs to be champ again. I don't know if she needs to be champ again. They might put it on her, but I think if she fights Tiffany Stratton, I think you got to put Tiffany Stratton over. That would be a big win for her. And at this point, Charlotte doesn't need the women's title. I mean, she's already made. She's been made for the last several years. So, we'll see what happens there. But it should be entertaining if they go that direction, which most likely is going to be. Blackie says, "I'm late to the party tonight, so forgive me, but do you like the passing coordinator hire from Oregon?" Oh, yeah. I forget his name, but yeah, from Oregon State. Yeah, it's fine. I think there's some kind of connection with him and the Bucks in some way, somehow. That's probably why they hired him. But yeah, I'm good with it. So it'll help out, Josh Grizzard, our new OC for the Bucks. So yeah, can't wait to see that unfold. Again, I didn't watch the Pro Bowl, but I heard, Baker, he's, wasn't too happy about it with Liam Cohen leaving, but he's over it, and the Bucks are going to move on as well. So, yeah, we'll see what happens there. Christopher Cole said women's match wasn't that good in my opinion. It was pretty good. I mean, there were some misses, obviously. Certainly I think Charlotte winning, I don't think she had to win, but I can see why. It makes some sense, but Alexa was fun. That was great. Jordan Grace, coming over to WWE now from TNA, that was cool to see. I am surprised Jade Cargill didn't make a return. That was the one I was like, it would have been a perfect time to come in the Royal Rumble, and find out who attacked her, who threw in the windshield of the car a couple months ago. So, yeah. I mean, there were some spots that were all over the place, but in matches like that, battle royals, it's going to get that way sometimes. So, I don't know. We'll see. I mean, again, Charlotte winning, I think she picks Tiffany Stratton as her opponent for WrestleMania. And then we'll do one more comment here. Tampa Bay Rays fan, they should eliminate the Pro Bowl and have the AFC and NFC Pro Bowl first, second, and third all team on both sides of the ball. It's an interesting concept. I wouldn't be against it. Yeah, they got to do something because the Pro Bowl is just, it's boring. Nobody cares. I don't care. To me, the Pro Bowl now it's like the company picnic. You get to play all these games. If you work for your company, they have picnics every year and they have all kinds of games you can do. That's what the Pro Bowl is. That's what it feels like to me. It's just the company picnic that nobody really cares about. Christopher Cole, yes, that's what I was waiting was for Jade. Yeah, me too. I was really surprised he didn't show up, but who knows? Maybe she'll be back, sooner than later. Because we got to find out who attacked her. You know, my suspicion is it's probably Naomi. Maybe turn her heel. So I don't know. We'll see. It's a lot of interesting ideas. I trust you creative, Triple H. See what he does. Um, Another one they should eliminate is the NBA All Star. Bigger joke than the NFL Pro Bowl. Yeah. Yeah, I don't watch that either. Yeah, they got to do something with both the uh, Pro Bowl and All Star games. They got to make it more fun. Got to make it worth watching. And do I believe they're trying to make it better? I think so, but whatever they've done so far, it hasn't worked. I mean, the only thing I watched yesterday, I didn't watch the Pro Bowl, but I did watch my Manchester United team lose again. This time, the Crystal Palace 2-0. You might as well relegate United. They stink. It's funny how we play great in the Europa and international competition, but when we get to league competition, we can't do squat. We got Tottenham coming up. Yeah, I mean, I feel for Ruben Amorim. I mean, he's probably just going to be another guy who's just another coach that's going to be hitting the bricks soon. And once again, Manchester United just ownership and it's crap. Yeah, to once see my once great soccer team. I don't know how Sir Alex does it watching these games in the stands. I do. I feel bad for that guy. He deserves to see a good product out there, and he's not getting it. I was thinking the same thing about who attacked Jade. Yeah, me too. I think it'll be coming up soon. Hopefully we'll find out starting this week. So should be interesting. And then another one on the weekend was good was a movie called Can You Feel the Beat on Lifetime based on the life of Lisa and Nicole Jam. Yeah. Oh man, I'm glad you liked Lisa and Nicole Jam from head to toe. Dude, I'm telling you. I love 80s freestyle music. It's the best. It always puts me in a great mood. So yeah, well, with that being said, Monday Night Raw's coming on right now, so I gotta put it on the old Netflix, fire that one up, and I just want to say thank you everybody for tuning in tonight here on Have At It, episode 82. Talked about the LUKA AD trade. We recapped the Royal Rumble. We talked about Myles Garrett, and we'll see what happens with Myles Garrett. Like I said, if I'm Jason Light, let's please try and make an offer here. Fill the room here. See what Cleveland wants. Because I think it'd be worth trying to get this guy. We need a pass rush. We really do. 80s and 90s freestyle is the jam. Yeah, absolutely. Can't beat that kind of music today. Today's music is there's some person named Chaperone. I've never even heard of this person. I'm old, I know. I thought it was a guy at first, but it's a woman. But yeah, so that just tells you how out of touch I am with today's music. It's not that great. So yeah. Well, with that being said, I'm gonna take off, everybody. Again, thanks for joining me on watching this tonight. Temporary Race Fan, Christopher Cole, Donnie Dean, out there, Blackie Lawless, Will. Appreciate the comments. I'll do another show this week. We're gonna preview the Super Bowl. Obviously, got to talk about that. It's the last NFL game of the year, and thank you, Tampa Bay Race Fan, for tuning in. Thank you for the chat. So we'll do that sometime this week, probably toward the end of the week, and then give you my prediction, who I think will win Super Bowl 59. So everybody have a great night, great Monday night. And if you're watching Raw, which I'm going to do right now, go on Netflix, enjoy it tonight. Should be very good. And we'll see you next time right here on Have At It. Take care, everybody.